Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back and thanks for tuning in. This is my first game on the airfield map. I am top tier in a tier 6 in the AAT 60, which is a medium tank at tier 8 for the Americans. Decent little heat shell. Hits okay. I want to say it's 280, 300 maybe, 320. Hits really nicely actually for a medium tank. So the airfield rework, I'm not going to say too much specifically about it because I am playing this map by braille right now. I don't really know what's what. Well, what I do know is I've got a 703-2 122 over here, and that is a lot of tank for me to try to handle right here. So I'm just going to use this hold down spot, see if I can maybe spot things like the super over there, work on shots as best I can, and see what we can get going on. This game is going to be about managing the engagements and who I'm fighting. Sometimes you have to ignore the problem for a bit. For me right now, the problem is the 703. We have a Type 63, but he's nowhere near me. He's in the south. I really wish he'd come this way, but that's not the way he came. I'm the only tier 8 over here. We do have some interlocking fires. Everyone's kind of trying to figure out the map. It's a new map, so the meta has not been established on this yet. So we won't, again, talk about that too much. This is just mostly me trying to avoid getting ganked by the 703 version 2. This does apply to other maps, though. I'm going to miss this shot, unfortunately. Sometimes, depending on your tank, you just kind of have to avoid the big bad. Keep working around the edges. Take shots at that person when you can. Work them over if you can, but don't get into a face-to-face, smash-face event with that guy. Now, notice he's kind of gone down low, and he's dealing with one of our 6s and 2 of our 7s, and I don't want him to just eat those guys alive, so I feel like I want to go put a little pressure on him. What I don't know, though, is what this is going to look like and how many TDs are back here. Again, I'm kind of learning this map as we go. I really would have loved to come screaming around that corner and kill the KV-2. I get lit, which is no good, and then I'll push in here. Take a shot on him. We're going to try to get away. Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Great. A Jackson, that's no good. See him, we'll shoot him. There we go. Oh, not enough to kill him. We leave him alive. See if we can kill him with this shot. I'm wondering if the KV-2 is coming. The KV-2 is coming. That's another tank I want to avoid. Let's avoid that guy for a minute. No sense in just going face to face with him. See if we can go dark. He doesn't know where we are. Maybe we can get a bit of a sneaky shot on the guy. There he is. Boom. Okay, well, that wasn't that sneaky. He got 732. Now he's looking for a ram. So we'll go ahead and do this. I'm going to zoom in and get a better shot. Kill him. Hey, practice my third person. Get hit by Artie, or stunned at least. And now, again, I'm looking for this 703-2. I'm really kind of expecting him to come up the hill right here, but he's pushed down. All right, great. He's down there dealing with those guys. And it's difficult sometimes in this game to do exactly what I'm doing in terms of having a decent amount of maneuver room. This map happens to be one right now, at least as wide open as it plays until the meta kind of metastasizes. It's actually pretty easy to do some of this on some of these bigger wide open maps. So we got the Achilles. Really don't want the 703 to get a shot on me. So we're just going to wait till the Achilles. There we go. So let's use some of the terrain here. Shoot that guy once. That'll work. Back up here, get hold down, and where's that fella? Maybe we can hit him. Nope, not quite. Oh, look out, Artie. I think that's the Crusader SP, not sure. So let's move around this other side. The buggy's working on the 703-2, so we're going to kind of ignore him for a minute. I'm going to head on into the backfield. Let him, he's getting trapped. Now we'll come back around here. Maybe we can get a sneaky shot. I don't want to completely commit down there because then I won't have enough maneuver around. I missed that shot. I won't have enough distance and maneuver room to get away from him. If I dove down in there and he got turned around, there's no way I get away. Still trying to follow up though. Artie misses again. I'll take that. I see the Leo is on the other side here. I'm actually just going to go right by this guy. Again, we're going to ignore that problem for a minute and go deal with this other problem. There he is. Looking the other way. Excellent. And head over here. There's a Nudez. Got a Nudez and a couple Artie. Think about the 703 again. Nope, he's coming this way. Let's leave. There's no sense. Let's ignore that problem. Let's not turn around and go face to face with a 703-2. We'll just head over this way. We'll work on the T20 and the 2 Artie. And once we get rid of them, then we can gang tackle this guy. We got plenty of guns. And he's slow. That's the other beautiful thing when you're driving a medium or something with mobility. One thing you can do, again, depending on the situation of the map, you can use that mobility to ignore the problem for a little while. That was dumb. Gun swung straight through there. Some bad choices on some of these things. There we go. And we'll ram that guy. All right, perfect. Artie takes another stab. Dude, I love it. I love when Artie misses a lot. It's fun to frustrate them, even though I'm not really doing anything to frustrate them. Scorpion goes rushing in there and tries to take on the 703 too. Close range. That's what I'm talking about. He could have ignored the problem. Get some standoff. Go to another position. Wait for him to come up over the hill. Wait for the rest of us to finish off most of their tanks and get in there. There was a lot of options other than just drive in, get your one shot, and die. Which is where I am and was even before that last hit. I was really hoping he'd come around that corner, but he didn't. There we go. Nice. Oh, just about. Interesting cap situation here. There's a little ledge. Couple ways to come in here and get shots on people on the cap without getting immediately crushed. So capping might be very tricky on this map if there's anybody lurking around in the back. I'm not sure what the other side looks like, but at least on this side, if you've got some enemy lurking around and you're trying to cap someone on this cap, you're not in a great situation. You got a little cover from this thing, but they can go hold down in that position. They can go hold down from all over here. They can even push up and get on cap, and you can't shoot them. Look at that. Very interesting. I don't know, is there another cap that has that much terrain on it? I am not aware of another cap in the game, as I think about it, that has a piece of terrain like that on the cap. That's a very interesting design decision. Let me know down below if you can think of one, but I can't think of one right now that has that kind of terrain on the cap, unless there's an assault version, because I haven't played the assault one for a couple years. Don't know. There you go, fellas. Sometimes it's best just to ignore the problem, work around the edges of your problem, take off the little bites, and then deal with the elephant. In this case, the elephant was a 703 too. Did my best to harass him as I could. Didn't dive down there and get fully engaged with him. Worked around the edges, killed some guys, killed his buddy. Once we get him alone, then we can gang tackle him and deal with him. And that's sort of the same idea of don't bring guns into the game that you don't need to bring in, as in don't bring the campers into the game. Now, he wasn't camping, but why let his gun work when you can work around his gun? That is all I've got. You guys have a great one. See ya.